Hey fishers, as far as the fishing report goes for this week, things are quieting down a little bit, especially when it gets down to the Victorian scene. Mulwala, a little bit of action there, some nice size cod coming out of it, but they're working hard to catch any big numbers. The top end of the lake, Bundalong up through that area, seems to be pretty good. So yeah, it's certainly worth the effort. The odd yellowbelly getting caught. Trolling about a metre and a half right along the edge of the channels, you might pick up some good fish, especially using hard bodies or spinner baits. It doesn't seem to matter a great deal. Most of the fish getting caught there are quite sizable, so it's certainly worth the effort at the moment. The lake is dropping a bit and there's a fair bit of weed around. I like that weed scenario there, just right on the edge of the weed you should do quite well. Haven't had any reports from the Dart Cup at the moment, but it should be okay. I would assume there was a reasonable amount of fish caught because Dartmouth hasn't been fishing too bad. Hume Weir, the biggest fish I heard of over the last couple of months has come out of it over the last few days, and it was a bit over 10 pound trout, brown trout, caught on the troll with it flatlining a Tassie Devil. So as you can see, trout seem to be starting down at the Hume Weir. A few redfin getting taken down there as well. There's also been a few trout getting caught below the Hume Weir wall down towards Albury, getting closer towards Albury. Not a lot, but a few trout, so it's certainly worth the effort there. Coming up closer to Wagga, the river is fantastic at the moment. It looks magnificent, certainly clear enough. It looks real hot. Old Man Creek's pretty much the same. There's a few cod and yellers getting caught, mainly lure fishermen. They seem to be doing better than anybody else. They're getting some really good quality fish. Not big numbers, but some good quality fish. White coloured spinnerbaits or purple spinnerbaits, but white seems to be the best at the moment. Don't know for what reason, I couldn't tell you, but the water is clear and they've got some nice bright sunny days. The barometer's reasonably high most days, so it's looking real promising. So walk the bank, casting a few snags. If you're in a boat, you're going to cover a lot of ground. You're going to have great opportunities in a boat. Just make sure you take it easy in a boat, no hooning around, and you won't do any damage to your prop or anything like that. Getting a bit of action out of Blowering, but working really hard for them. So it's not the place I'd rather be at the moment. Don't forget all the trout streams are closed as of here, and basically they won't open until the next long weekend. So you know, if you want to catch a trout, make sure you go to the lakes. Although if you want to catch a few trout in a river system, around Childowla, around Jigiong, you should do okay there. They get a good run of trout up in those areas this time of year, so it's certainly worth the effort. Jindabyne, Yukonbean, Tentangra, a bit hit and miss up there over the last week or so. Haven't had a great deal of good reports coming out of it. The rivers are closed up there, as you all know, so the big numbers of fish will be sort of diminished now. Getting some quite good quality fish on the troll, but certainly not big numbers of them. Wangler Dam, there's a few cod coming out of it and the odd yellowbelly, so it looks all right. So as you can see, we've got a bit of action around us. Burrinjuck, it's producing a few, but they're working really hard for them. So as you can see, this time of year, we've got to put in a bit of time and we'll get some reasonable results. This is the Compleat Anglers Fishing Report for this week. We'll catch you next week.